Hi everyone, it is January 21st, 2015, and I am 10 months on testosterone today. 10. That's crazy. I am 2 months away from an entire year on T. What? I can't believe it. um, seriously, 2 months. Okay, so anyways, I've got some updates. In my last video, well, my last update video, I mentioned that my testosterone had gotten way high. Um, so I got it. I went in to get my levels retested tomorrow or yesterday, and I'll probably find out in a couple days where it's at. But I've noticed some things since then that, especially like in the last couple weeks, that are giving me the idea that maybe it's going back to how it should be, um, which is awesome. That I've noticed those things. I've noticed a couple things that I noticed back in the beginning when everything was kind of starting out, and the testosterone was starting to replace the estrogen. Um, So I made a list. Some of the things I've noticed, I'm starting to have hot flashes again last couple days. Um, my face is breaking out. Sorry for that, but my face is breaking out again, kind of all of a sudden because it was getting really clear, and then in like past week or so, actually, it's started to break out again. Um, and I definitely noticed some darkening of hair again, which had kind of stopped, it seemed like. At least not as drastically. Well, not as noticeably. I wouldn't say drastically. It wasn't like crazy drastic ever, but not as noticeably. But now, like in the past couple weeks, like I said, it's definitely getting darker again. Like specifically on my arms, I noticed, and like right here, I'm noticing more hair and darkening hair. Um, my legs, I've noticed, are a bit darker. Uh, my face, it's just gradually increasing. Um, you know, as the same kind of rate, it seems like. I've been getting a lot of hairs on the side. I shaved them off this morning after I took my update picture for Instagram, but I have a lot of hairs like here, and that just seems to be increasing, and over here, and it's starting to like kind of creep up here, and definitely right here. Um, I didn't have a bunch there before, but now it's definitely starting to darken. I don't know if you can see in this video, but probably not. But it's starting to darken, and they're getting long enough that I can kind of pull on them, which is fun. Um, and let's see. Yeah, and then someone noticed the other day that my voice has potentially dropped a bit. I can't really tell, but I kind of felt like it was, like she said that some of my words were kind of deeper. She thought I was screwing with her. But then the next day that uh, everything was deeper. So it seems like maybe I had a bit of a drop, which is really cool because I've been feeling kind of dysphoric about my voice lately. So it's cool to hear that I'm maybe dropping more because I feel like it hasn't dropped in a while. Um, so that's cool. And then yeah, that's like a bunch of stuff that I noticed would happen like more in the beginning, and then it was kind of like slowing down, and now it's like, oh, here it is again. Um, so I'm hoping that means that my testosterone is going back to the way it should be. And then another update for top surgery, I got my letter from my therapist, which is yay. Wasn't too bad, wasn't hard to do. The therapist didn't have a problem at all writing the letter for me, and she actually faxed it straight over to the surgeon's office. I'm working to try and get surgery by Dr. Medali over in Ohio, and his secretary got back to me after she received the letter saying that she put it on his desk, and once he gives her the go ahead, then we can schedule. So it's been about a week and a half now. Antsy, like on the edge of my seat. I just want to get that date scheduled so that way it's concrete and just like, okay, now I have this specific date to look forward to. And once I get to that date, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so good. But yeah, like once I have that date, that's when I know for sure that I get to have surgery, obviously. Um, so that'll like solidify it for me, and then I'll know that I had everything I needed and everything because they require that letter, and I'm just like, I don't know. I guess I'm a little bit nervous that it's not exactly what they need, and then I'll have to go back to someone else or get a different letter or something. I don't know. So I'm just like crossing my fingers and on the edge of my seat, just waiting. Um, and then I found out too that I have to have it paid for 2 weeks prior to surgery. And according to my insurance company, it takes about 2 weeks for them to decide once they get the letter that if whether or not they're going to cover it. But I heard recently that in Illinois that it they have like insurance companies have to now, which would be great. So, but my insurance company already said that they would. So with proof of medical necessity. So just once it's all solidified, then I won't have to worry. So I'm just like, Anyways, one more thing before I go. This is the 5th day in a row now that I have not worn a binder. Over the weekend, I decided not to because I went camping by myself, and I wore a lot of layers, and it didn't really matter at all. So I've been kind of trying to do that other times too, but the only times I really can is with like a baggy-ish flannel, like it's thicker material, and the last 2 days I wore a tight t-shirt underneath, and it makes me feel a bit self-conscious and a bit dysphoric sometimes, but I'm trying to give my back and lungs and rib cage and just everything like kind of a break, because binding isn't exactly the easiest thing on those parts of your body, and I've noticed like right now, even like partway through the day my back starts to hurt, so it's almost like the binder was like helping to support my back in a way, and so now it's maybe not used to not having that support, so now it's like trying to do it on its own, or like stuff is just kind of like, I don't know, messed up inside. So I'm thinking about maybe going to a chiropractor and having them like help realign me, to kind of give me like a fresh start, because I can't not bind all the time. Like if I wear a tighter shirt, I definitely have to bind, and but like with layers and like this kind of shirt, it seems like it's okay. Like I feel like you can't really tell. I don't know. I feel like it's pretty good. Which I am incredibly fortunate for, and I'm so thankful for, and that's amazing to me on it, because before there was no way, absolutely no way. Even last month, I feel like it would have been difficult. But I did a comparison picture this morning. I looked at a comparison this morning of my chest, and actually there is a noticeable decrease from this month. So I wonder if that also has anything to do with the change in my dose. So, I don't know. It's great. Things are happening, and it's great seeing progress and changes, and I'm really excited about all of them. And the change in dose, I guess, isn't so scary. Like, because obviously it's resolving, it's becoming resolved, and I mean, I'll find out about the number, but it seems like it's gonna work. So, I mean, we'll figure it out, right? That's what the doctors are for. I don't have to worry. But back to like the not wearing a binder. Yeah, I do feel self-conscious, and I do feel dysphoric. But then once I feel that way, I try to think like about something that somebody told me once. Like they don't see my chest the same way that I see it. Like they don't even notice when I notice things when I used to bind before. Like I would notice like it looked weird to me, but they were like, no, it looks fine. I don't see it the same way. So I just try to think like people don't see it the same way as I see it. I'm much more critical on my own chest than they are, and they probably don't even notice. So I try to think that, and then I notice that I hunch over too, to kind of hide, I guess. So I'm trying when I do that, I'm trying to sit up more, and not hunch over to also help my back. So we'll see. So yeah, that's all I can think to update you on for 10 months. I'm gonna start doing 2 videos a month at least. So like the next video will be another topic, and then it'll be 11 months, and then another topic, and then a year. Oh my god, I can't believe that. That's amazing. Ah! Okay, anyways, so look forward to my next video. It'll probably be in the next couple weeks. I'm not sure which topic I'm going to talk about, so I'm not going to say it. Yeah, and have a great day. Thanks for following. Also, I'm on Instagram and Tumblr and Twitter with all the same screen name, Gorilla Shrimp. Have a great day, and thanks for following. Bye. Okay, so if there were credits, this would be like the Easter egg at the end. I took the other video, or the other part of the video during lunch, and then the rest of the day happened, and I heard back from the secretary at Medalli's office. My letter got green lighted, so I will be able to schedule surgery. Yes. That's it's awesome. So awesome. So I'm getting put on a wait list. But she said that it should be between like May and June is when I should kind of expect that surgery could happen, which is what I was expecting anyways, because on the website it said 4 to 5 months in advance is how in advance they schedule. So that lands in 4 to 5 months from now. So it's cool with me. It's fine. That's what I was expecting. I was expecting May or June, or May mostly. So I'm crossing my fingers for May. Can't wait to hear back to get it actually scheduled and find out if insurance is going to be covering it. And so, yeah. Ah! Okay. For real. Have a good day.